Are you tired of sitting? Let's get up and release tension in the muscles affected by prolonged sitting. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Raise your arms up as you inhale and back down as you exhale. Avoid letting your shoulders shrug up into your ears. You most likely have enough tension there already. Move your arms up and down a total of 4 times. Now invite movement in your low back. Reach up as you inhale and bend your knees significantly as you exhale your torso on top of your thighs. Gently shake your head to release any tension in your neck. Inhale, return to an upright position, releasing your arms to your sides as you breathe out. Again, please avoid drawing your shoulders up into your ears or bending severely at your waist. That might aggravate your low back. Try not to flop down without control. Instead, lengthen your back and hinge from your hips. Reverse this process as you stand again. Do this a total of 4 times. If that made your back happy, try hinging forward with straighter legs. This will help lengthen your hamstrings, which have been shortened due to sitting. Always move in a way that feels safe and does not create pain or increase your discomfort. For example, if you need greater support, try walking your hands down a wall or lying down on your back with your legs extended to the ceiling. Experiment with moving your arms in a variety of ways to reduce the load on your back if needed. It's important to practice this forward bend in a shape that is safest for you, with your legs your version of straight. Your focus is to safely lengthen your back and move your hips, not worry too much about how straight your legs are. Keeping your hips forward, step back with one foot. Angle your back foot at 45 degrees, or whichever angle allows your hip fronts to remain forward without inducing pain or discomfort in your knee. Inhale, bend your front knee as you raise your arms. Make sure your knee aligns with your ankle, not bending beyond your toes. Exhale to your original position. Make sure your low belly and back glute are engaged to protect your low back and pelvis. Pause and hold. Stretch your chest and mobilize your shoulders by varying your arm movements. Try to keep your elbows at shoulder height. It's okay to use a wall for stability as you continue to creatively move your arms to further open your chest muscles, which might be tight due to poor seated posture. As a challenge, add a balance option by slowly lifting the heel of the back foot and using your exhale to lift it up off the floor as you balance on one leg. Make sure the back toes are pointed down and train your balance by moving your arms. Like before, you can try this up to 4 times. Set your legs at a wider stance by externally rotating your feet. Then move your heels out. This heel to toe sideways motion is good for foot and hip mobility. Once your feet are comfortably wide, center the front of your ankles, knees, and hips forward. Try to keep your hips level as you prepare to fold forward. Move your spine evenly as you exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, keeping the back of your neck long. If the floor feels far away, Grab a book, a block, or use the support of a table or chair as you stay in the standing wide leg forward fold. If your back and legs agree, rest your forehead on an available support, moving your arms creatively based on how you feel. Adjust your feet so your toes turn outward. Bend both knees as you raise your arms. Feel your tailbone and sacrum weighted down with a slight tuck. Bend your knees to the degree that's right for you. If you choose a deep knee bend, align your knees above your ankles. Channel your inner fierceness as you hold this shape, which strengthens your ankles, calves, thighs, hips, and glutes. Adjust your arms. Feel your hips and chest open, your thighs stretch, and your spine elongate. And don't take anything too seriously. Always work within your own range of limits and abilities. If your hips and thighs are tight, this may seem challenging, but over time you will gain flexibility and strength. There is a deep low back muscle called the QUADRATUS lumborum, or the QL. This muscle is affected when you sit for long periods, so let's stretch it. Lean to one side. To increase the stretch, extend your arm and reach up and over. Try the other side, noticing any differences in your side and back. Now try to lift the heel of one foot as you imagine arching your spine up and over a large imaginary ball. These side stretches can also be done seated or kneeling. Repeat 3 times each side. If you experienced any strain in your torso, do the wide leg forward bend again and hold for 4 breaths. Let's rotate your spine. Stand next to a wall with both hips forward, stepping back with the foot farthest from the wall. Raise your arms as you inhale. Exhale, twist towards the wall, which you can use for support. You can also twist away from the wall if the first rotation felt too intense. Again, gently use your exhale to twist. This motion helps increase circulation in your upper back, stretches the neck as you look behind you. Stay for 4 breaths. Counter any strain by performing the wide leg forward bend again. If you're up for a challenge, try a different way to bend. Please do not attempt if you have back pain, SI joint dysfunction, or have a hamstring injury. Step back with one foot about 3 to 4 feet apart. Use a table or chair for support as you bend forward on your exhale. As you lift up, ground down through the heel of your back foot. Consider adding a block to raise your surface. Exhale with an engaged low belly as you bend forward over the front leg, and eventually, perhaps, rest your forehead on the block. Stay for 4 breaths, then switch sides and do the same. Anytime we move, it's important to pay attention to where strain might accumulate. Step your feet wide again, slowly bending forward as you exhale. Stretch your sides by walking your hands over to one foot and the other, being sure to lengthen your spine. Repeat 4 times. Rise. Check in with your entire body and notice how you feel.